Hey everyone, this is Martin from howtomakemobilegames.com on November the 12th, Sunday here in Manchester, England. I'm back here, I've been back for around 10 days now, 11 days, something like that, and slowly readjusting to the weather and yeah, it's pretty cold, but and the lifestyle, but enjoying it anyway, it's all good. The camera's off at the moment, guys, because I've got a problem with the camera on the Mac, I don't know why. It does happen sometimes, so yeah, hopefully in the next video I'll be on camera anyway. This is the September and October revenue video report. I've not done one in a few weeks, so my apologies for the delay on that, guys. This past 2 weeks has been extremely hectic because obviously getting me, my wife, and my dog over from China into Manchester, and then just getting everything set up here, and also I've started a full-time job here as well as a Unity developer, which is going great. Really happy with that. And so yeah, a lot of things. I've not really got a huge amount of time, so hopefully on the weekends I'll be able to catch up more on these videos, or do some when I'm driving in the car, because it's you know, the commute back and forth does give me a little bit of time to do that. So let's look back on the past couple of months, and what did I say? Did I say September and October? Yeah, because we're now in November. So chart boost. Let's take a look at this one first, if it moves. The screen has just stopped scrolling. There we go. Summary here. So September 1,249, October 1,190, so pretty similar. The eCPM has been roughly around this level for chart boost the past couple of months as well, so I'd say an average of around $3, maybe a little bit more. It's not really changed too much from that at the moment. We have had a drop since June as well, but this time June and July is usually when the kids are on holiday, so I think that has an impact on the downloads, and obviously, you know, how much advertisers are willing to pay in Chart Boost. Yesterday we had a bit of a better day on this particular Chart Boost account. It was $82, but this was November. I'll do a summary for November, of course. Let's jump into some details, because I've not really looked back at September and October in full detail yet, so I'm doing this as we're going, and let's see the graphs, because that's always a little bit easier to digest what's happening in terms of downloads and revenue. Back to September and October. So there's the start of September there, and it looked like it was doing okay there, and roughly, I don't know, 34.50. It's kind of hard to get the amount of revenue per day, but I'll do that in a moment anyway. But then a big drop come October, probably like a reshuffling of the algorithm on one of the app stores, which does happen quite a lot. I think actually that might have been Google, because we're getting some good downloads here from UEscape sometimes too. Yeah, but I mean the downloads, I think throughout September, roughly between 2,000 to 2,500 each day or something like that. A big drop from what it was you know, at the beginning of the year, of course, and then a big drop down there. This is October, so I'll slowly go along, guys, and you can pause the video at any point. You had a good day there, that was 92, and you can pause at any point, and then, you know, you can see the statistics. Currently, if it did make $50 each day, that seems to be okay at the moment. You know, that seems to be like the average sort of revenue, mostly from a couple of games. But let's just see what UEscape Sometimes 2 did, because I think that was the one that had the big drop. It was Google, I think. That I could be wrong. Oh, I am wrong. Okay. Oh wait, no, it's because it's 30 days. Yeah, there you go. So I mean, there was a big increase for UEscape Sometimes 2. This is the Google version. This game has done okay over its lifetime. It's basically had some good, like, a couple of months where it had like a big shoot up in downloads of like 1,000 plus to 2,000. But then it's just gone through like weird cycles where it's done this, you know, just Google reorganizing its algorithm, and yeah, you know, nothing that we can really do about this. This always happens. It just drops down to 100. I have no idea why this happened. There's no control over it, you know. I mean, I can't say exactly what caused this, and what caused the up spike as well. I'll show you the past 12 months. You might be able to see the cycles, but this game's been around longer. But there you go. I mean, there, big up spike, down, up, down. Who knows why? Down there, this is when the account got cancelled. and then it was very low here. But I mean, before this was 2016. I think we released it in late 2014. But in 2015 and parts of 2016, it was also doing like this sort of level of downloads, which is very good. But it's never really shot up beyond these kind of spikes, and then straight back down again, which is always weird. But there's nothing that we can really do about that. I'll show you the money, guys. Again, you can pause the video at any point, and you can sort of see how that's going. It'd be great to get your insight as well, of course. You know, like I did a video, I think it was a couple of months ago now, or maybe 5 months ago, I think. And one of you guys pointed out like the reason for the lower revenue was simply just because of lower downloads, because I was talking through the video and I was looking at the different stats, and then one of you guys just said, hey Martin, it's just because you're getting lower downloads now. And that was true, so thank you for your input, guys. Again, you can pause this at any point. Hopefully you're able to get the data, but this game has sort of done $5 a day, I think, on average, by the looks of it, which is good. I wish every game did $5 a day, especially considering we've built up more than 100 odd games and applications over the past 6-7 years. Let's take a look at everything again, and I'll take a look at all 30 days, and I'll also do the money, the average money as well. So let's take a look 3 months and average money earned. There we go. So this goes back to, where are we? Well, you can see there. I mean, that's kind of a little bit clearer, isn't it? Like now that the graph's bigger, I guess $35 a day on average, something like that. Across each of these months, there's not been any major up or down spike really. No major difference. Let's take a look at the different app stores and see what we're getting. I mean, I think iOS is doing okay. When I say okay, I mean, sort of okay. That was really good yesterday. I mean, on the 11th of November, $71 in one day. That's really good. That's strange, but the downloads are maintained across there pretty much. Google Play, very few games on there now. I think there's like a couple of games. Yeah, this is basically You Escape Sometimes 2 on Google. That's all of it. I did try to re-upload another game the other day from the old account, the one that got cancelled, the one that I'm always talking about. And when I say re-upload, I mean republish. So the game had been suspended when we lost our account. The account was then reinstated after I appealed. All of the games were unpublished, which was a real pain in the arse. They basically, especially considering there's like 50 plus games on there, and they gave me a list of the ones that you could publish and unpublish, and it was a real pain. I did try to republish a couple of them, and the second that I tried to publish one of the violent ones, and when I say violent ones, I mean like one of the ragdoll games, which is like just a cartoony ragdoll game, they instantly flagged it and then suspended it. And then another one, which was like an old sort of Ninjump style game, like a glowy one. I can't remember the name of it. I can't remember. But that one, I tried to republish it and instantly it got flagged. And the reason why it got flagged and resuspended instantly was because they'd seen the game on another account on iTunes or Amazon, and the names of the accounts were different. Because I've set up a name on the one on Google is Run and Gun Free Games. The one on my old iTunes account is Visual Idea. The one on Amazon, I think, is Cobble Play. Because one of them was before Cobble Play, and then because the Cobble Play Google Play one got cancelled, I had to just make it a different name. So that's why. So you can proactively tell Google, hey, this is our other account on the on Amazon and iOS. Or what I ended up doing, and I think I told you this, was just writing a publishing letter to myself saying, hey, I have permission to publish the game for my, through my own account from me. It's so weird. And I sent that PDF file to Google and said, hey, this is proof that I have the rights to publish the game. It's like, okay, I could do that with anything. I could write myself a Star Wars, thing or something, and put, Disney at the top. I think who owns Star Wars now, or Star Trek. I can write Paramount at the top and say I have the rights to publish Paramount this game from Star Wars or Star Trek. Yeah, it's just weird. So okay. Oh, computer's powering off here, guys. Sorry, I just noticed my other computer. I'm downloading stuff, so let me just turn that music off a second. Yeah, I need to get another plug adapter for my computer's in China because they've got Chinese plugs, but I've only got 2 adapters into English plugs, which is a bit of a pain. But they've been consistent. I wasn't checking, guys. This is like what, 300 to 400 a day on Amazon. Well, it was about 500 there on Google, and then down to 250, and then iOS, you know, about 600 maybe, something like that. So there's a bit of variety in there. That's okay. I'm glad it's not just all one platform, but it is on those platforms. It's like all one game. It's like the U-Escape sometimes 2 or one of the Ragdoll games. So what a pain. Anyway, let's take a look at AppLovin. September 255. This is primarily Google Play ads as well. Average eCPM of $2.16. So this is pretty much U-Escape sometimes 2 again. We do have a ton of applications in here, but they've all been unpublished on Google, and I just don't want to risk publishing them. I tried to publish another one the other day, which was oh god, what was it? I can't remember, guys. I think I've republished Infonox Blitz. Tried to republish another one, but they wouldn't let me. Something at the top was saying something, and I've got to check that out. I'll have to take a look. I've got a note to try to republish some of those games, and if they generated a couple of dollars a day, that would be okay. So, you know, that would be fine. So $255. That was in September. $2.16 eCPM, which seems to be the same. I saw one of the guys on the forum, by the way, and I think I sent a message to you as well. I don't know if you're watching this video though, because you might not be in the pro section. But they were getting like $50 eCPM on Chartboost. I could not believe it. If we suddenly made like a $50 eCPM, then you know I would make some good money each day, which would be pretty cool. Excuse me. But yeah, I don't know how they did it. I think actually they might be doing that thing on Chartboost that I'd seen from another member called Ask Tolik, and they were doing something that was causing their accounts to get cancelled, and because they said on their post that they're leaving Chartboost because Chartboost just never gets back to them. You know, they never have any good customer support, and I think it might be because they're doing something a little bit, you know, not dodgy or tricky, but just something like an approach to showing ads that Chartboost doesn't like or something, even though it's going through the Chartboost system. I don't know, but they had a massive eCPM, and I was like, we've never achieved that. I think the biggest eCPM we've ever had on the other account is like $4 to $5 or something, but on here it's always been around $2. And I don't know if that's very big or not, this $2.44 eCPM. Like, guys, you know, let me know. Does anyone see the similar sort of eCPM on AppLovin and a similar sort of eCPM on Chartboost? Let me go back. I think this is around $2 as well. A little bit, maybe a little bit higher, maybe about $3 eCPM on here, I'd say, on average, past 30 days. $131 in October, so less than that $255. So, okay. Well, let's take a look at the other Chartboost account, since this is the main one as well. And I'll go back to 3 months. This is also the one that has the poker game on it, but you know, guys, to be honest, the poker game just hasn't really gotten anywhere at all. I'll show you that quickly, since I did pull this up and I wanted to show you, since this is the sort of last game that I did, and I won't be doing any more games after this, like, you know, myself for these accounts, and but it was a bit of a shame, because obviously I put a lot of time into this, but I did learn a lot. I learned a lot, which was one of the main reasons I did it, was because I wanted to, you know, see if I could take on the challenge of building a poker game. And it was the most complex thing I'd ever done in terms of game development, because it was pretty tough. The hand check algorithm, the dealing the cards and making sure that the betting round had finished before going to the next round, and all of that stuff did take some time, which was really good practice for me. So I was happy I went through that. It's just a little bit of a shame it didn't do too good in terms of revenue, but it's only getting $24, you know, 10 to 20, I don't know, maybe 18 new users a day, 15 maybe. I don't really know how to read this, daily active users, new users, I'm not sure. What I usually do is, this one as well, this daily active users per monthly active users, I have no idea if this is good or not. I don't have a comparison. I usually look at the sessions though. I can kind of understand that. 1.87 sessions per user and 125 sessions total. The downloads are not big. The downloads are very small in this game, guys. You can see the details there though. This one I do like to look at because it gives me an idea of how, you know, people like in the game. Like 2,000 seconds was played there. This was really big. 3,000 seconds is 1 hour, I think. I think it's 1 hour. But that's pretty good, you know, the players sticking in the game around that long. And the retention, this one's, the monthly one started to appear. This is the purple one. So a 10% retention there, 30 days, which was good. And then this is an 18%, 14% retention on 7 days. And then this is the next day retention at 53%, which that's a good spike there. But it's just not turned into any revenue, guys, you know. So it's nice to see the numbers, but I put reward videos into this game, so let's take a look at that actually, since I've not looked at that for a while. Reward videos just don't make any money, guys. I mean, look, nothing, zippity zip, nothing, nada, all the way across. Even if I go 3 months, I mean, nothing. Wait. Oh, okay. It's that small that it didn't even appear on my chart here. I didn't even notice it. It's that small. I mean, you know, 11 cents. Wow. The reward videos, guys, do not make any money at all. They really don't. You have to have a super popular game. It has to be downloaded a lot, and it has to really push watching those reward videos. But as I've always said, I don't like the ad models. To be honest, it was kind of something that's been forced into the mobile game development industry. I think, you know, it went from being, you know, $10 or $5 to download a game initially on the iPhone, and then it was a race to the bottom, 99 cents, and then it was a race to free, and then it was a race to paid installs, you know, like through Tapjoy, and that went down the drain, and then it was a race to reward video ads because you can't now do installs, you can't do incentivized installs like Tapjoy did, which really screwed them. So you got to do reward videos. The problem is with the reward videos on Chartboost, I don't know about other platforms, but they only pay like ½ cents per view. And then you do make money if the player installs the other game from that view. However, you're losing the player at that point. You know, you've lost their attention. But downloads, I mean, I wouldn't expect anything big. This is the iOS version. I mean, what, 5 downloads a day? That was the biggest spike there, 52. Wow. So it's a bit of a shame. I mean, but it was the positive thing is that it you know, allowed me to really practice my code skills and that. So I was very happy to have gone through that process. You know, 2 downloads a day on Google, which is actually surprising. That's a good thing. That's high for us, really. And then Amazon, 5 downloads. Oh wow, we made $2.10. Whoa! So that came from an install, I'm pretty sure. $3 there, yeah. Blah blah blah. So, but again, 5 downloads a day. Let's take a look at the overall revenue. Let's go back. Let's go back to the overview, and we can see September and October. So 421 and 489. 185 there. We're on November the 12th, so we're only, well, no, we're not halfway through yet, but we'll see how that goes. eCPMs here are a little bit better, as you can see. I mean, this is like $6 eCPM, and I think one of the main reasons was that, guys, is because we maybe put more ads in the games, I'm not sure, but it could also be because we updated to the newer SDKs in Chartboost. So this one is because it's a newer account, it's got the newer SDKs. I'm not going to go through any of the old games and update the SDKs, really. I'm not really focusing on this anymore, to be honest. Just letting the you know, the money that is in there now just trickle in, which is fine. So installs delivered, publishing. Okay, sorry. Let's go back to the main thingy thing here. Take a look at the last 3 months, and you can see the installs as well. From 1st of September, and I'll go through kind of slowly there so you can see, but around 400 downloads a day, I'd say. You know, there wasn't a big impact on this one, which is strange. Sorry, I'm just clicking on this something here. So I'm just installing some poker actually on my PC here, on the other PC. Downloads for October, yeah, about the same there, roughly 400 on average, maybe a little bit less. And revenue during this time per day, maybe about $10 a day, something like that on this new account. Like I say, guys, the only reason that I know, I've seen a couple of new members in the forum as well. You know, thanks for signing up, guys. And you might not have seen these videos before. The only reason why this is happening and the money is still coming in each day, which is okay, is basically from 6 years of uploading small games onto the app stores. They just continue to make a little bit of revenue every day. I mean, we must have published over 100, that's for sure. I don't know. Actually, let me think. It's hard to say because when I look on some of the accounts, they've got like, I mean, there's 100 apps there, but these are divided between, you know, 3 different platforms. So I'd say maybe 60 is a closer figure. But I mean, a lot of games. I mean, that's a lot of games over 6 years. I mean, what would that be, like 10 a year? So maybe I don't know, guys. I honestly don't know. I'd have to. Let's say 80 games, okay, have been published in the past 6-7 years. Most of them small, most of them on Google, iOS, and Amazon. And that's the only reason why this money is trickling in now and continues to trickle in, but it is going down. You know, it's not sustainable, but it's okay. I mean, obviously it's okay. It's just not any kind of long-term business at all anymore. You can see the installs. I've already talked about that, haven't I? So, let's do a quick summary. How about that? Let's look at the numbers quickly, just so we can see. I'll write this down on my other computer, just because I've got stuff on my notepad that I can't really share on the screen. Let me see. So this would be September. I'm just writing this on my other notepad. So we've got. And then I'll do a calculator for this. So 421 October would be 489. So that's one Chartboost account. Let's take a look at this one. Summary. This is all apps. Yeah, September. This would be 1249, and then October we're looking at 1190. And then analytics, AppLovin, this is October, so 131. There are some other channels, guys, but I don't focus on them too much. Like, we do make some in-app purchases sometimes. Like, we made one poker in-app purchase the other day, which was great, you know, $3. That was the only one, so, you know, nothing to get excited about. September 255. So let me just calculate this, guys. I'm just checking on my phone here because the one on my my Mac is a little bit slow. So September total 421 plus 1249 plus 255. So 1925. 1,925 for September, and I'll do October, which was 489 plus 1190 plus 131 equals 1810. So 1,810. So let me see. I got $1,925 in September, 1,810. I know, again, that might sound like it's okay, but it's constantly, you know, dropping all the time, guys, each month, and it's not sustainable. But I mean, you know, being a passive business that I'm not like actively working on anymore, because obviously, you know, I'm focusing on my full-time job now here in Manchester. That's okay, you know, that's extra revenue. My whole point of coming back to England as well is not only because my wife wanted to come back and because we wanted to live she wanted to live in a different country and experience a different lifestyle, but the other reason mainly is because we want to get a house. That's important. I've been basically paying rent now for, you know, 10 years where I live. When I was living in China, a lot of rent. I mean, I know that's necessary in a lot of cases because I can't buy in China. It's way too expensive, and I don't know if I could buy anyway, you know. I just think I would always be confused with the whole system, and I'd always have to go through other people like my wife, and I'd never felt like I owned anything because I wouldn't know what the hell was going on. Everything would be in Chinese, and I didn't like that. So the reason why I didn't want to buy in China is one is the price, and two is just the language barrier, because my Chinese really isn't good enough. And I think I'd feel better buying in England as well, because now that my wife has her spouse visa, it's pretty likely that she'll be able to get her, full-on passport, whatever, green card 5 years from now, which is when we can apply for it. So that's pretty cool. But that's the reason why I came back as well, was to really do that. And in order to achieve that, I'm going to have this, obviously work for a company and be stable, and do that, for a good few years, and just keep focusing on that. So but it's going really cool. I can't share specific details on what I'm working on, guys. I can't, I'm not allowed to do that. But I will say that it's great to be working in Unity all the time, because I'm learning loads, honestly. I've not worked full-time in Unity in quite a long time. I did the poker game, of course, and I did IQME 2 before that, and IQME VR, and then IQME 1 before that, which was back in sort of October, November 2016. So 3 games since October 2016. But it's great to go into Unity full time, because I'm learning a ton of stuff, and also been doing a little bit of VR as well, which is great. So yeah. But anyway, guys, I hope that these videos are still going okay for you. Thank you for the new signups. I hope that these revenue videos at least are a little bit interesting and are worth your time and your money, your subscription in these videos. I really hope so, guys, because I do, even though I'm not being able to give sort of any decent advice at the moment, I am able to, share how things are going, in terms of this revenue coming in. And I do hope that's worth it. The guys on the YouTube Pro channel, I mentioned this before, but again, in December, I don't think you'll be able to see any of these Pro videos from the 1st of December 2017 onwards. YouTube mentioned that they're stopping the paid content stuff, so please, if you're on the YouTube Pro channel, if you're seeing this from youtube.com, you can cancel your subscription there, and then go to howtomakemobilegames.com, and at the top section it's called All Pro Videos Here, or whatever it's named, and then at the very top it's got all of its, you'll sign in, it'll say you can't access it, or members only. If you click on that, it'll ask you to sign up using PayPal, and you can just do a subscription, and then it's $3 a month, so you can unsubscribe from YouTube and then subscribe to that. If you have any problems, guys, signing into that howtomakemobilegames.com Pro section, you can message me, email me on howtomakemobilegames@gmail.com, or martin@cobbleplay.com, or just do a post in the forum, or replying to this video on YouTube, and I'll see that. And what I can do is you can manually send me the money through PayPal, and I can manually add you to the Pro section. And that solved the problem a couple of times, because some people have had issues with PayPal and the subscription. I think because a debit card or a credit card isn't attached to their account, or something like that. So yeah, so guys, definitely do that if you're on YouTube. I think there's a couple dozen on there on YouTube, so you guys are going to have to come onto the Pro channel the Pro section on the howtomakemobilegames.com forum. So please do that, guys, and let me know if you have any issues at all. Anyway, I'm going to do one, guys. I've got a little bit of things to do downstairs. I'm going to do some workout, and I'm going to relax a little bit, because I'm working tomorrow, and so my weekends I do have to take it easy and try to relax a little. So, but anyway, catch you on the forum, guys. Have a great week developing. Bye bye.